Hello, Padawans. Okay, so I lost my TikTok account again, and I'm not going back. So my NFL prognostication is going to be on this channel. I'm also going to be reading books to my grandkids who live on the other side of the country. They are toddlers, so if you don't have toddler children, you might want to ignore that. But I will be sending the books to my grandkids so that they can hold them while I read to them. So if you do have toddlers, you're more than welcome to share that with them, and I will make sure that I include the names of the books. The ones I'm starting with are 30 years old because they were my kids' books when they were toddlers. So anyway, just a heads up that that's there. Now, as for me, okay, NFL prognostication. That's going to be my primary thing on here for adults. Last year, I went 195 and 77 in the regular season, which isn't bad. It's even better when you consider that after 4 weeks, I was at 33 and 31. So I killed it after week 4 last year. And I only noticed one national prognosticator who beat me, and that was Bowen from ESPN. I didn't look for everyone because I don't really care, but it was pretty cool to be number 2 when I compared myself to, I think it was ESPN and CBS for sure. I don't remember who else I looked at, but Bowen was the only one who beat me. He beat me by 5 games. He went 272. I don't know what he did in the playoffs, but with playoffs, I went 202 and 81, including predicting the Eagles to upset the Chiefs by 10. So I'm pretty good at prognostication. I say that now and watch me suck, but I'm going to do my best. Now, a couple of pointers before I do this week's picks. First of all, the only points I ever do are Monday Night Football in case you're in a pool and you need the points for a tiebreaker and the Super Bowl. Other than that, I don't really care about points because the spread is a sucker's bet. Never bet the spread. The spread is created by Vegas and they know what they're doing. So bet money line, bet 3 to 5, maybe 6 games at the most in a parlay, and just bet what you can afford. Never overbet, never chase bad money with worse money. Betting should only be a hobby. It should be for fun. Don't count on it for gambling or to make money, because in the end, it's a gamble and you never want to hurt your family by betting too much. So those are my suggestions. So let's get started with week 1, which starts tomorrow. Dallas at Philadelphia. No brainer. Philadelphia. Dallas got rid of their best defensive player. Like, they didn't give him away, but they didn't get as much in return as I would have wanted if it was me trading Micah Parsons. I don't know what the spread is. Don't care. I can't really see it on my computer and do the video. I'm just getting set up here. We just moved, so everything's in disarray. That's why you can see a printer sitting on my fridge. We're still getting squared away. Friday's game is Kansas City at the Los Angeles Chargers in Brazil. I'm going with KC on this one. It's a neutral site. KC's a better team. If it was in LA, I might go with LA because the Chiefs have come down just a hair over the last couple of years, but they're still going to be superior on a neutral ground, in my opinion. We got Tampa Bay at Atlanta. I'm going with Tampa Bay. I just think they're a stronger team, but Atlanta is improving, so this is one of those close games where it could go either way. Which means I'd probably stay away from this on a parlay. Cincinnati at Cleveland. Do I really need to say Cincinnati? Wow, they're a lot better. Cleveland is going to have at least one more year of struggles. Maybe they get Arch. I don't know. Although Arch didn't do very well this weekend. Okay, we have Miami at Indianapolis. This is a rough one. I mean, it's a toss-up game, and they have Indianapolis favored, and I'm kind of leaning Indy because they're at home, and Miami's secondary is rough. So I'm going to go with Indianapolis on this one. We've got Las Vegas at New England. I think I had Las Vegas early in the off season on this one, but I think I'm going to go with New England on this one. They're home, they're slightly favored, and I just have a feeling it's going to be New England. Arizona at New Orleans. Well, the first thing you should know is I am a Cardinals fan, so you're going to see me wearing Cardinal shirts most of the times you see me on here because I got a bunch of them. I'm going with Arizona. That's a no-brainer. Right? The line is close to 7 right now. They're heavily favored. They're like favored 72% to win. I think that's a little low. New Orleans does have a really good running game, but when you don't have a passing game, it's really hard to run the ball. So I'm expecting a blowout on this one. Pittsburgh at the is it the Jets or the Giants? Great. It's so small. Can't see. Oh, it's Jets. Okay. I had to open it. It's such a tiny little thing. I'm sorry. The glasses don't help for up close. Oh, I could have seen the New York Giants on the next game. That would have been easy if I'd have just glanced down one spot. Okay, so we got Pittsburgh at the Jets. I'm going Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has historically been really consistent under Tomlinson, and the Jets are the Jets. And if you're a Jets fan, that's no knock. I'm a Cardinals fan. We have 127 years of mediocrity with just like 3 seasons that were good. So I'm not the guy who can give you a hard time. I'm hoping we finally turned a corner on that. Giants at Washington. Love Cam Scatterboo. I think he's going to do great, but I'm going with Washington. Carolina at Jacksonville. I'm going to go with Jacksonville on this one. They're at home. When in doubt with 2 bad teams or 2 good teams, I always lean towards the home game. We got Tennessee at Denver. Definitely Denver. Boy, when the Broncos and the Cardinals had an inter-squad scrimmage, they were good. They're going to be a good team this year. So that's where you really see how good a team is in preseason, because they don't play their starters in the games very much. So the only time you're going to see starters doing something against another team's starters is in those inter-squad scrimmages. And both teams did pretty well in the inter-squad scrimmage, so I'm looking forward to the Cards too. San Fran at Seattle. I'm not a believer in San Fran this year. I don't think all of their issues were resolved in the offseason, and who the hell are they going to throw the ball to? I like Brock Purdy. I think he's a good guy. I think he's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's a great quarterback. The same thing everybody says about Kyler, I think about Purdy, and Purdy makes more than Kyler does. So I'm leaning Seattle on this one. I know they've had a little bit of a shakeup there as well, but overall they've been a pretty consistent team, and their defense is pretty impressive. We've got Detroit at Green Bay. 2 really good teams that, Detroit's done a great job rebuilding as well. That's what I'm hoping for out of the Cardinals. But it is in Green Bay, and they have Micah Parsons now, although I hear he's a little banged up, so I don't know how effective he's going to be in week 1, but it's in Green Bay. Like I said, good team, home team. So we've got Green Bay on that one, and then I've got Houston at the Los Angeles Rams. This is one I've got as an upset pick. Oh, the Seattle Seahawks are also an upset pick. I have both of them in a ghost pool on the app I use, and they're not sponsoring me, so I'm not saying what app it is, but the ghost parlay, if you only lose one, you still win the bet. I'm sure you lose the odds from the one you lost. But I've got a $5 bet for like $76 with Cincinnati, Arizona, Seattle, Houston, and Philadelphia. So that's my 5 teams. And it's $5 bet for $76. That's not bad. And so the other one is Houston over Los Angeles in Los Angeles. I just think they've got, I'm impressed with Stafford playing into his Social Security years, but he's old and broken. He didn't even practice most of the training camps. So they've got a pretty good pass rush in Houston. That could be a very bad day for the Rams. And so that's why I'm going Houston. And even though the Rams are favored pretty solidly, I took Houston in my parlay. And then we've got Baltimore at Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo. Again, good team, home team. So, and this is going to set the tone for Buffalo for the season, I think. Buffalo needs to win this game. Not because they're going to have a lot of hard games. They're not. They're going to have a lot of easy games. But they need to get through this one and demonstrate that they are strong. Because when I did my preseason predictions, they went 16-1. And I didn't fumble. The only loss I had for them was at Houston. So that could be a very, very good year for them if they can start out strong. I also feel the same way about the Cardinals. I have them going 8-0 the first 8 weeks, and that means winning against Green Bay at home. And then the final game is Monday night, Minnesota at Chicago. Minnesota has a new quarterback, young. Chicago has a young quarterback in his second year as well. I just think Minnesota has more good players. It's bad team, not home team in this one. I'm looking at probably, 24-14 maybe. So that'd be their 38 points for the game. It says their over-under is 43.5, and they are favoring Minnesota by 1.5. So it looks like I'm on board with Vegas on that one, and just a little bit further under for the points. And again, points are only if you're in a pool and you need the points for a tiebreaker. So I don't really predict points because I just don't care, and I think it's a sucker's bet. So that's what the points are always going to be for again. So bet wisely, bet only what you can afford, and welcome to my YouTube channel, which this is the first time I've really done anything with it. I've posted a few of my TikTok videos on here over the course of the last couple of years, but I'm not going to be doing any political stuff henceforth on this one. I want to keep it just football and for my grandkids. My political stuff will be on a new page separately so that it doesn't bleed over, and people who don't like my politics can still enjoy football or somebody reading to their kids. Have a great day, and it's like Christmas. I always love opening week of the NFL. It's always been like Christmas Eve to me. We get presents starting tomorrow in Dallas and Philly. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to a long, fun season with all of you. Thanks.